we decided to branch out. And after that, we've just been focusing on building community and trying to just grow as much as possible and really give Sweden this newly found youthful gym community that's so strong on social media and the presence overall. And now we've managed to somehow sign 12-time Mr. Olympia top 5 finisher Shawn Ray, so that's great. And we just look forward to growing and continue to give the Swedish people and hopefully now internationally people all over Europe just the best possible supplements.
Thank you, Jakob. Shawn, now maybe you can just. Are you coming over here? Yeah, I can come over here. Maybe you can just. You say what? Go ahead. Maybe you can just lay out, you know, the journey for you to come to PumpLab. Hello, Sweden. How's everybody doing? All right. I'm excited to be back. More importantly, kind of bridging the gap between the young and the experience. Right? I'm a little bit older, been there, done that, but what I saw coming up with PumpLab, the idea of bringing the younger guys in, giving some wisdom, growing the company on a global scale instead of thinking small. A lot of guys get into bodybuilding, they don't know where they're going to go, they know that they want to be big. Well, I did that whole journey, competing in the Mr. Olympia 13 times and battling the biggest man on the planet, watching the different companies come and go, and when you get on the other side of the stage, you start to look at quality. And just kind of surfing the net and watching some of the things that are being done in our industry. And I'm really excited by what I saw from PumpLab. And I thought, you know what, if I want to stay in the game, if I want to give back and I want to share, let me get with a company that shares some of the visions that I do. Tasting the product, using the product. I fell in love and we just got married 5 minutes to go. So thank you guys for having me. I'm excited to be a part of this journey. For questions to these gentlemen. So let us know. Don't be shy. No. You must. Yeah. Here we go.
What has been the greatest motivator for you to compete in Mr. Olympia?
Losing. I said that time and time again. I wanted to be Mr. Olympia as a kid. So that was one of my lifelong dreams. And as you get closer to your goal, you go back to the drawing board. 4th, 5th, 3rd, 2nd. So losing and competing against guys that were bigger, heavier, the challenge was always there every single year to go back after I lost, to try to win again. Kind of like riding on a roller coaster. If you love it, you go back and stand in line. You go through it, it's over like that, you gotta go back to the drawing board. So for me, just constantly being a work in progress and also watching the journey of other guys. I saw careers come and go. So I came up right behind Lee Haney, right when he was on the brink of his career. Winning his first Olympia in 1984. I was a kid in high school. And then 4 years later, I was standing on stage next to him. And then there I was battling out. I got 3rd place in the Great Lee Haney. And then I watched Ronnie Coleman come up, compete with Dorian Yates. And then on the tail end, I saw Dexter Jackson and Jay Cutler and the future of bodybuilding coming up behind me. But losing will do that to you. It'll make you hungry to go back and correct mistakes and try to keep going.
That's the mindset. Somebody else with a question? Yes?
What made you get into bodybuilding?
Yeah, I got into bodybuilding to get bigger, faster, and stronger, playing American football. And the big 3 was bench, deadlifts, and squats. And then I realized I had biceps, and then I realized I had calves, and I wanted to develop every other thing. I saw pictures on the wall of bodybuilders that were just amazing as I went to gyms. And then, of course, the closer I got to filling out, I wanted to be the guy on the wall. I wanted to be the guy in the magazine. I was looking at the magazines, daydreaming of being there, but at the same time, if I'm going to be in the magazine, I got to do the work. So when I went to the gym, I was going there to bodybuild. I wasn't going there to talk to my friends and film my workouts. I was there to work out. So as I started to reach each milestone, it made me work harder and harder until I was on the cover of the magazine, until I was winning competitions, and then I was in. I was hooked.
Yes, next. Yep. Oh, I just go behind you here.
What was your best body part?
Say here. What was your best body part?
My best body parts were my legs. I was a running back in football, so I had very strong legs on the squats, leg press. And I had to slow down on my legs to let my upper body catch up to them. So my best was the most enjoyable, which was training heavy squats, leg press.
Yes? Somebody else? Questions? Yeah, here we go.
Competing at the highest level, what kind of sacrifices did you make to become one of the top at Mr. Olympia?
I think when you're going for something as big as Mr. Olympia, you don't really consider the sacrifice. You see it in the back when I got off the stage, but I wasn't able to go to parties. I wasn't able to eat what I wanted. I didn't feel sorry for myself because it was something I wanted for me. I had to find the discipline to say no when everyone else was saying yes, to doing fun things. You know, bodybuilding for me, the fun part was in the gym training with other guys that were trying to be as good or better. That was fun. The hard part was holding myself back from going out and doing things that were going to take away from my workouts. Staying out late, going to parties, doing things that weren't building my body and my mind and my recovery. So it takes a lot of discipline to say no to things that are going to take you away from your goal. And I always wanted to be Mr. Olympia. So every year that I lost, I got right back on that cycle again to get ready to try to win again. And it goes really quick. So I didn't look at it as, now looking back, it's not sacrifice. I was trying to be great, trying to do the best.
Thank you.
Yeah.
More questions? Yes?
What was your motivation to keep going in the gym?
You know, I was coming up with some Hall of Fame bodybuilders. I mean, Flex Wheeler, Kevin Levrone, Vince Taylor, Lee Labrada. These guys are all in bodybuilding Hall of Fame. At the time, they weren't. And I saw things in them that inspired me, but also some of the things I wanted too. Because as they were successful, I believed I could be successful too. So watching them become successful, I had to do the things that they were doing. And we kind of were feeding each other with that same energy. Back in the magazine days, you can see how a person's life is changed by winning, by being successful. And then we had television, then we had sponsorship deals, and then we had fan adulation, and we all kind of fed off of each other. So as I got better, they were getting better, so we fed off each other. Success will have a way of doing that to you. The better you get, the closer you get to your goal, the harder you work for it. Yeah.
Jakob, I have one for you. So 5 months ago, you couldn't imagine you were sitting here with so many nice people here and with Shawn Ray, right? So it's been a really rapid journey for you. And how was that journey feel? I mean, could you ever imagine to sign up with, I mean, an icon like Shawn?
No, it still feels unreal. I mean, first time I met Shawn was yesterday, so I'm still kind of starstruck. But the journey's been really awesome for us because we love growing and pushing the boundaries and trying to do our best, and linking up with you, Shawn, and producing your products has been just that for us. So it's, I want to call it another step on the journey, but that feels like playing it down too much. It's a huge leap, but it feels like right on track for us. So it's been great.
Yeah, no, so nice to see you two together. I mean, this is very interesting to see that two generations come together and build this with the hunger and with the experience. And I know Shawn for 3 years. I know he's still hungry too. So yes, absolutely. Any more questions? Yes.
How did you prioritize your weak points, or did you train them normally like any other muscle?
Yeah, I prioritized them, right? So I always looked at the guys that had great body parts. The Olympia was one from the back. Lee Haney, Ronnie Coleman, Dorian Yates. You turn around in the back and a lot of guys, it was over. So I always tried to focus on my back a lot. And it came up a lot because of that. So sometimes training your weak points in the beginning will help you catch them up to the strong points. I backed off my legs, so I put more effort into my back. I did things on my back that I normally wouldn't do because I saw how great those 3 backs were. Then of course you look over and there's Flex Wheeler. There's another great back. And everybody had great backs, so that was my one that I always was working on. Yeah.
prioritize. Yes? Yeah.
Okay, so I have two questions. How often do you work out these days? And given the intense lifestyle you had throughout your career, constantly pushing your body to its limits, have you experienced any long-term health problems or injuries as a result? If so, how have they affected your life today?
I'll start with that one because I've got no health problems. I've been healthy my whole career. I only got injured once back in the beginning of my career, which put me out of Mr. Olympia. I had a neck injury, which if you injure your neck, you can't do hardly anything, push, pull, nothing. But outside of that, my exercise, I was called training. I go to the gym three times a day, ride my bike 3 times a week. So I stay mobile.